Please don't hate me for this question, but this was a conversation between me and my girls, and it was along the lines of, okay, this guy I slept with, it was like 10 minutes, right? Can I omit that? Does that count? Like, is that still a number added? Would you even want us to be like, oh yeah, I slept with him and he couldn't even last 10 minutes? Like, would you even want to be counted as someone we slept with? Or can we just pretend this didn't happen?
No.
Please, please. My life has been torn upside down. We are a one-income household. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Please don't threaten, and please don't try to call my husband's place of work. You're just gonna make it worse.
Oh.
This is my life. And I never, in a million years, would have thought that this would blow up the way it did.
Well, it did. The community that was supporting this woman's cause, the feminine anger, wanted retribution, wanted revenge on her husband. Please, for the love of God, the earth, everything on it, and possibly your own outcomes, do not post your issues online.
What she's essentially admitting is not remorse for her mistreatment of her husband, but shock that she's being held accountable for her actions, something she clearly never saw coming in a million years. This scenario epitomizes the modern woman's playbook: wreak havoc on their families and children's lives, then feign innocence and dodge accountability when faced with the consequences of their actions. She's shedding tears not for the damage she's done to this man's character, but because she might actually have to work. Classic narcissistic behavior. I hope he returns home with divorce papers and a copy of her video for the hearing. With that kind of evidence, a man might actually win in divorce court. Her reaction would be priceless.
Even though I don't want to be with him anymore, there is a part of me that wants him to still want to be with me. And when I kind of think about like what gets me upset, or why am I so sad about certain things, of him wanting to also go through with the divorce, if I don't want to be with him. My problem is not that I don't value myself or I don't have self-love. I think if I didn't, I would continue to be in this relationship. And I feel like this found awareness of myself and the self-love has brought me to this point of wanting to get the divorce and move on and find someone or many someones that fulfill me, more.
Sound like that man about to be free, and you can go out to the streets and find those many someones you want to find.
Being single at 46 sucks. I laugh it off. But I'm 46 years old. And while I'm getting ready for surgery and everything, it dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. I don't have a husband to help me get ready. I'm 46 years old and I still need my mama. It sucks. That's it. It just sucks. And I'm fucking tired.
All those men she rejected or friend-zoned are probably married now. Enjoy your cats. These are the joys of feminism, reducing men to mere wallets and muscles. Because, who needs a partner, a lover, a friend, or a life companion when you can just cash in on the patriarchy, right? But hey, enjoy your solitude and your cats. Who needs happiness when you've got feminism? Reminds me of this guy. Years ago, his now ex-wife decided she was more suited for the streets. Alcohol, drugs, men, leaving him to raise their 3 children on his own. He was devastated for a long time. When he has to see her now, he realizes she did him a favor. Her life's a mess, and she actually takes no accountability. Also, she has this huge sense of entitlement. He is at peace and enjoys his freedom. He will never get married or cohabitate again. Enjoy your boxed wine and cats, ex-wife.
You know what I'm realizing more and more? Women only have high standards for men they don't really like. If we have a crush on someone, or if we're dating someone that we're like enamored with, we could find out that he's on like an FBI watch list and we'll allow him to explain that away. Oh, he was helping a friend. Oh, but it was involuntary manslaughter. Dating and relationship coaches, they'll be like, oh yeah, if you see one little tiny thing that doesn't match what you want, oh, walk away, walk away. I'm like, who actually does that? Do you know how hard it is to find someone that we actually like? Like, we find one decent man a year. And you want us to be an adult and like abruptly end it if they don't align with us? No, I'm gonna let this man ruin my life. Cause my standards are in the toilet with people I like.
So she hits the wall and finally admits that women let Chad and Tyrone off the hook, but she faults regular guys and breaks up with them as soon as she finds a small problem. I admire her for being self-aware and taking responsibility, but I wonder how likely it is that she will actually change the way she dates.
I just had this groundbreaking thought when it comes to dating men in 2022. Now, I believe men are trash. I've literally kind of stopped dating because of my bad experiences with men. Anyways, I'll get to the point. But women generally in their 30s hit this kind of capping point where they're done with men's shit and they're not going to take any of it anymore, which is great. But women nowadays are hitting that way earlier. They're hitting that at ages 18 to 21. Majority of my friends feel this way. I feel this way. I do not blame anybody for feeling this way. The situation sucks. The patriarchy sucks. Men, trash. But I was thinking about the age gap between 21 and 30. And even if the situation doesn't change, even though it needs to, it's a little bit hopeful to know that we possibly have 10 extra years to try to find the good ones, or at least help reform society in some sense. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I'm happy I realized it now.
It's patriarchy's fault that she can't find a good guy now. Wow, I've never heard a woman give such a bad reason for being single. Hello, guys.
I sort of want to express gratitude to the Chads and Tyrones out there. They're essentially doing the valuable work of identifying unfaithful wives and women who aren't fit for marriage. It's interesting how nature has its way of leveling the playing field. Men tend to have the advantage in the long term. So, just be patient and focus on self-improvement, guys. That young, beautiful woman you've always dreamed of, you can still have her later in life.
He was too great. We dated for 3 months. He was not a pushover. He had friends. He was cool. He was perfect. And he took me places and spent money on me. He had a car and he had a bank account and he had health insurance. And I broke up with him. I went back to my ex who got me a $15 gift card to Taco Bell for my birthday.
It's astounding how many unmarried mothers, especially black mothers, fail to realize that having children out of wedlock isn't a badge of honor that will attract future husbands. Instead, it's a sign of being single. One positive aspect of tattoos becoming more mainstream is that it has made it easier to identify individuals that are damaged goods. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.